everyone. I'm gonna send out my shares really quickly for the day. I wanted to make sure. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. The wind is blowing, but it's such a nice way to start the day. Just getting outside, enjoying the breeze, and then on top of that, like even though the natural light isn't bright out here, the natural light's still doing good, and I'm just enjoying the fact that it's under 80 degrees right now. This weekend, it was literally, I think it felt like it was in the hundreds, and it was at 90 something, like 96 ish. So, um, I'm just enjoying outside. So I hope the quality is well. I hope everybody can hear me. For the people that are in here, if you can tell me if you can hear me or tap the screen, that'd be great. To let me know if the audio is working and it's good. But today we're going to be talking about mindful consumption and understanding the mindless consumption and learning how truly we are not doing our body a service because we're mindlessly consuming. And so for the people that are just now joining me, hi, my name is Kendra. I am a plant-based lifestyle strategist, and I'm here to support you and to help you in understanding what's going on with our bodies and how we're not supporting our bodies and being healthy and how we truly are harming ourselves with the ways that we are consuming. And so we have to understand that we are not a dollar sign, we are people. And these companies that we continuously pay money to treat us like a dollar sign. They don't treat us like somebody that deserves real whole food. They don't treat us like people that deserve to know what is actually going into our body and going into our food. And they treat us as somebody who is less than a person. And we deserve to be treated like an actual person. We deserve to have real food. We deserve to not be sitting here eating genetically modified food. We deserve to not be sitting here eating preservatives that are literally toxic to our body. We deserve to not be consuming citric acid that is made from black mold. And we don't know because we, one, are not taught these things. And two, we don't understand because we're not taught these things. And so we don't understand what our body's natural design is and how powerful our body is. And so we mistreat it. And so we have to stop mistreating our body, and we have to understand how powerful our body is. And so today I'm here to help you in understanding how powerful your body is and what this mindless consumption is doing to your body. And so I'm trying to let everybody join in and get in here, but I want you to understand that in order for you to to be mindful and to stop mindlessly consuming, you first have to understand what is wrong. You have to understand what you're doing right now that is keeping you toxic and harming your body. So you sitting here eating your hot chips, your Takis, you sitting here mindlessly consuming a bunch of chips all the time. You sitting here eating these sandwiches and with this processed deli meat that you do not realize is cancerous. You sitting here eating all of this junk when it comes to you over consuming sugar, over consuming different foods that are not supporting your body and giving it the nutrients that it needs so that you can be energized. That's how you are mindlessly consuming and harming yourself. Thank you for the follow. That's how you are literally treating your body as something to eat and consume, but not actually like the vessel that it is, and understanding your body's design and supporting your body by realizing the fact that your body deserves real whole food. It deserves nourishment. It all starts with you realizing that your body is a healing vessel. And if you do not know your body is designed to heal, and if you have any ailments going on, if you've been diagnosed with anything, your body should be healing from that. You should not have a diagnosis as a life sentence. You should not have to take prescription to heal it, because prescriptions do not heal your body. And so if you think that, if you have been fed that facade, I'm here to allow you first to understand that your body's a healing vessel. But two, to understand that since your body is designed to heal, yes, you cannot just sit there and jump off your medications if you've been on it for years. But if you have a brand new diagnosis, there are other options besides you taking your prescription for the rest of your life. And so if you want, I thought that was a wasp. If you want help and support in doing that, I have free content on my YouTube. I have content here on TikTok. If you want support in what you need to do and why you need to do it, I give you all the information for you to be able to do that. But if you want to know how I supported myself and how I got in the space of allowing my body to heal, being supported and feeling good and looking good and feeling like my body has completely shifted as far as my health, and knowing that I've shifted my life because I've healed from a number of different things. I had asthma. I was dealing with inflammation. I was suffering from all of these different ailments that were going on with developing insulin resistance. Literally was sitting there leading myself to diabetes, leading myself to having high blood pressure, leading myself to cancer. And I switched all of that because I understood that my body was not functioning the way that it needed to be. And I understood that my body deserves more than what I was giving it. And so I started to shift my habits and shift my lifestyle. And living plant-based is not a lack lifestyle. You're not going to sit here and you're going to hate the lifestyle, but rather it's going to show you how to mindfully consume. It's going to show you, I'm hearing buzzing, but I'm not seeing it. Oh my goodness, I don't want it to attack me. But I want you to understand and to realize that in order for you to start mindfully consuming and supporting your body the way that you need to, I don't want it to attack me. Oh my goodness. It starts with you realizing that you have to eat real whole foods. You have to give your body time to release and reset. You have to understand that mindful consuming looks like you knowing what you're eating, knowing how to read your labels, understanding what these food companies are doing to your body. Understand that these companies like Kraft and you sitting here drinking Pepsis and all these different companies that have these big name brands, they profit off of you not knowing, and they also profit off of poisoning you. And so you have to realize that if you want to purge the poison from your life and release that poison that they keep throwing in your face and making you become addicted to, because that's all you're doing as you consume is becoming addicted, because that's what they do. They test these chemicals to see how addictive they are to the chemicals of your natural design. And so they give you these chemicals and you don't realize the fact that it's throwing off your hormones. You don't realize the fact that they literally have cancer causing sweeteners inside of these Pepsis and these Cokes and these Sprites. And they tell you that it has 0 sugar thanks to the follow. And you don't even do a little bit of research to understand. Because if you don't know, they literally had to pull majority, if not all, of Coke products from these restaurants, because I don't know every single restaurant that was a product of it, but these restaurants were serving you Cokes that have a cancer causing agent inside of them. And that was literal article news that they talked about that. And so when you realize the fact that these companies do not care about you, you realize the fact that these companies do not support you, and they know that they're not supporting you, they know that they're poisoning you, when are you going to make the initiative to change? When are you going to stop spending your hard-earned money at these places? Yes. And when you work with me, I show you these different things of how you are able to use Yuka, the Think Dirty app. You're able to use different applications to get you started, because that's how I got started. It didn't help me completely in the transition that I had, but it got me started. And now here I am, and I have an $11 ebook that shows you how to purge common toxic poisons from your life by allowing you to understand how to read labels, allowing you to understand what these toxic ingredients are and what they're doing to your body, as well as showing you how step by step how to read the labels that are on your common ingredients, and then the proper switches that you can make that are healthy for you and that support you in establishing healthier habits and healthier boundaries when it comes to food. Because mindlessly consuming is keeping us inflamed. Mindlessly consuming is keeping us sick. It's keeping us diseased, and it's making us worse off. And you see that. You can see that with how society is. You see that with the statistics that they throw at us that we don't pay any attention to, because they do all these scientific journals, all these studies, and they do all these different types of, goodness, they do all these different types of showing you what you need to do, or showing you what you're doing to yourself rather, but not telling you that these same companies are also the ones that are poisoning you. They don't show you straight up in your face these statistics. You have to go and find them. You have to go look for them. And so you don't even do the little minimal amount of research that is accessible to you, and you listen to the news. You listen to these different programs that are literally programming you to do what they want you to do. And you do the programming because that's all you've known all your life. Mindlessly consuming, mindlessly doing what they tell you to do, mindlessly eating meat that's not supporting you, mindlessly consuming dairy because they tell you from a campaign called Got Milk that this is the way that you get strong bones. This is the way you get calcium. This is the way that you support your body and your systems and makes your immune system stronger. Not realizing that it not only harms your immune system, makes you inflamed, which makes you ill, but also does not support your body in the way of, it says, that gives you strong bones. It harms your bones. It diminishes your bones. It depletes them. And so once we realize that literally all of this is good marketing and plotting, because that's all they're doing on you is marketing and plotting against you, you'll start to make the habits and establish the habits that are going to support you in being healthier. You'll start to make the conscious choices of being mindful when you consume. You'll want to support your body. You'll want to give your body what it needs. But it all starts with you becoming aware. And you becoming aware does not look like you sitting here and believing the news and you going to the doctor and them telling you to take a prescription. It doesn't look like them telling you to take a dietary supplement or some type of any supplement. If you have not changed your lifestyle into a healthier one and supported your body, you should not be putting a supplement in your mouth, because no supplement is going to support you in being healthy. And I hate to break it to you, there is no quick fix. There is no momentary fix for what you have going on in your body. No prescription, no supplement is going to give you the health that you need if you're not eating correctly. If you are not mindfully consuming the way that you need to, you will be sick, and you will continuously be sick. You will continuously be mindless when it comes to how you are poisoning your body. But when you start to switch the way that you're consuming, it's like a switch that goes off in your brain. It's like something that goes off in your brain, and it makes you realize the fact that how long you've actually been poisoning yourself and how toxic your habits are, as well as how easy it is to fix, how easy it is to switch, because there is no quick fix, but it is simple and easy to fix the problem. And I'm literally an example of that. I'm not speaking from somebody who has not done this, because I have done every single thing that I teach and I show you and I speak to you. I have healed my body. I have supported my body in being healthy. I have stuck with the lifestyle of being healthy for over 3.5 years, going on 4. I show other people how to do that. I spread the knowledge that I have. I don't gatekeep at all. I understand healing, so I spread that. Thank you for the follow. But it all starts with what you want, because I'm not here to convince you that you deserve healing. If you know that you deserve healing and you just don't know how to get it, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to support you in how to get that healing. But if you don't even understand your body's natural design, that it is designed to heal, your body can naturally heal from anything: diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, kidney disease, cancer. You can heal from anything. It's the matter of how you do it and what you do for your body. Thank you for the follow. It's the matter of you understanding and knowing your natural design and how to support your body. Because if you are not supporting your body with real whole foods, if you're not understanding how to cleanse and reset, if you do not mindfully consume every single day, because I still snack, I still have my cheat meals, but I know that I'm mindful when I consume. I know that I can go to a vegan spot and it might not have the best products, because maybe it's fried, maybe it's some type of fried food, but I also go back and I reset and I cleanse myself every single month. I know how to support myself if I know that I have inflammation that's high. I know if my hands swell up, for instance, because a lot of older people talk about how their hands swell up and their feet swell up when they eat certain foods. I know what that sign is from. Thank you for the follow. I know what causes that. I know what I ate. You don't know what's going on, because that's literally what comes out of your mouth. You say my hands and my feet are swole. I don't know why they're so swole. I know. They're inflamed. It's the inflammation, because you literally consumed inflammation. You put the inflammation inside of your body as soon as you started eating that food. And you don't understand how toxic that food is to your body. And so since you do not understand how toxic it is to your body, you don't see the signs. All the signs of the inflammation. You're sitting there suffering from adult acne. You're sitting there suffering from inflammation because your gut is inflamed. You're sitting there dealing with gut related issues because your gut is inflamed. You're sitting there dealing with digestive problems because you're inflamed. Thanks for the follow. You're sitting there with excess fat and bloating that you can never release, and you can't figure out why, because you're inflamed. You're sitting there with your face literally circular because you're inflamed. Because a lot of people like to say, yes, your face shape can be circle, it can be oval, because my face shape is an oval. Thank you for the follow. But you don't understand that your face does not have to be bloated in order for it to be your face shape. Because at the end of the day, if you are suffering from any type of bloating, excess fat, you are inflamed. There are toxins stuck inside of your fat cells. Toxins store inside of your fat cells. Toxins feed disease. Disease thrives in a toxic state. So if you are constantly inflamed, you are toxic. You are constantly feeding disease in your body, and that leads you to cancer. And so you have to stop sitting here being mindless when you consume. You have to be mindful. You have to understand that if you want to support your body, It starts with you knowing how you're consuming, and it starts with you swapping your terrible habits that you have currently to healthier ones, ones that are going to support you in feeling good, being vibrant, support you in understanding how to support whatever disease you have going on and being released, supporting your body and releasing and resetting on a consistent basis, because we're constantly being poisoned with, whether it's in our environment, whether it's what you're putting on your body in your home, whether it's you're cleaning with, what you're eating. All of these things are toxic to you. And I understand that you can't help the environment that you live in. You can't help the fact that you're outside currently right now and they're spraying things in the air. But you can help what you clean with. You can help what you eat every single day. These are simple, little, small things that you can change in your life that will make a ton of a difference. And I'm not speaking just because I'm saying this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. This is what I have done. This is what millions of people, not millions, millions, because I think right now currently we have, I don't remember exactly the statistic, but I think we have at least 5 to 10 million people that claim to be vegan or plant-based on this earth currently right now. And so there are millions of people that are sitting here shifting their life every single day and cutting out chemicals from their food and the products that they use because they know how terrible they are, and they're understanding how to support their body. I am plant-based. I have lived this lifestyle for over 3.5 years. I started out as vegan, but I understood that vegan does not support me the way that I need. Vegan still has toxic chemicals inside of those products that are labeled as vegan. Eating Impossible meat and Beyond Meat will never support you in being healthy, and you should never put that in your body. That's worse off than eating meat and dairy in themselves. I never put that in my body because I understood how to read my labels when I first got into this lifestyle. And so as I started to eat vegan products and started to read more labels and started to understand that those vegan products weren't supporting me, I stopped eating vegan. I started going plant-based. I started cooking things from scratch. I started to understand how to make every single dish that I loved before, from my steaks to my chicken meals to my burgers. I learned how to make them all into plant-based healthy meals that I actually enjoy, that taste good. I share with others. I even make vegan hot dogs. I make plant-based hot dogs. And literally my entire family talks about it to this day, how I make plant-based hot dogs from carrots. Every time I see them, they ask me if I have a carrot dog. Like, I understand how to support my body. I show them, there's something on my lip, I'm trying to get it off. I show them how easy it can be, and I show you how easy it can be. I post so much free content that you can't sit here and say you don't know where to start. Thanks to the follow. I give you so much free help. You can't say you don't know where to start or how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, how to get there to yourself, to get the strategies that keep you in that lifestyle, that keep you eating the way that you should be, knowing how to make these recipes, knowing how to live the life that is going to keep you healthy, that's when you need to tap in, and you either need to learn the education from me, how I teach the strategies that I have and what I've done for myself. And all my links are in my social media bios, every single one, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube. Or you can sit there and spend hours and days of doing research, years of doing research, like I have since 2020, because I've been doing all this research since 2020, of understanding how they are literally poisoning us, how they are literally making us addicted to these chemicals, making us not understand the fact that we should not be eating GMOs, and feeding us lies. And they consistently and constantly feed us these lies, and we eat them up. We eat these lies up because we do not understand. We're not educated in that space. You go through this system for what? Majority of your life, for 12 years at least of your life, you go through a system of education, yet you are not taught how to actually eat according to your body. You're not actually taught how to heal. You go back and forth to the doctor each and every single year, and you come with a new ailment or issue, and they never tell you, this is how you heal this. This is how you support your body. But you're giving a prescription. You're given something that is prescribed to you to consistently take for years on end. If you're given a diagnosis of a disease, you're taught to take a prescription to alleviate inflammation, to alleviate it. That's how they put it. But they don't tell you the fact that inflammation is alleviated momentarily. It's not healed. You're not healing because you're not releasing anything. You're just adding on something to mask it, a Band-Aid. And so once you realize that they're giving you a Band-Aid, they will never allow you to heal. They never can say that. They have never let that come out of their mouth. If you think about all the times you've been to the doctor and you've told them different issues, they have never said out of their mouth, you can heal from this. I know how to help you heal from this. So here I am, somebody who lives a holistic lifestyle that has healed themselves from asthma because that's caused from inflammation, healed themselves from having knee pain. I literally used to have to wear 2 knee braces, one on each knee, and I started wearing that in 5th grade. Healed myself from that knee pain, no longer have knee pain. I literally can sit here and do squats to this day to max rep, like do that until failure. I couldn't do that before. I have lost I used to be 220, would go between 190 to 220 pounds, 220 pounds all my life, could never get under 190 unless I was literally starving. I starved myself for 6 months. It was doing 2 sports at one time. Sat there and was sitting there starving. Finally got down to, I think, 170. I think I got down to 170. Was so proud of myself. Starved myself for 6 months. Went back to the lifestyle that I was living the next month. Gained all that weight back in 1 month. Gained more weight the next month. The instability is keeping us here in this chokehold of not understanding our body's design and healing. And since we don't understand what we're doing to our body because we're not taught healing, we're not taught that we can heal, we think there's no solution. And that's not true. There's a solution. Stop eating all that crap. Stop being addicted to foods. Realize that food is fuel. It's not something just to fill your body. I almost flew up here. If you want to support yourself in healing, it starts with you using food as medicine. It starts with you understanding that food is medicine. It starts with you realizing that no doctor, no prescription, no supplement is going to give you the quick fix that you want. There is no quick fix. But if you want to switch your lifestyle with ease, I keep hearing bugs and I keep thinking they're flying at me. If you want to switch your lifestyle with ease, it all starts with you understanding your natural design and knowing that healing is possible for you. Knowing that you can be supported. And so if you were sitting here and you know that you mindlessly consume and you know that you eat a bunch of junk, you go out and you eat McDonald's at least once or twice a week, you sit out and you eat out every single day, you know that you have all these types of prescriptions and you constantly know that you're inflamed. You know that you can't release this anxiety and this depression that you have going on because you don't understand the design of how you should be consuming because your body has been malnourished for years on end because you've never been taught how to take care of your body correctly. Because we don't understand that our gut health and our brain are connected. And since if our brain is off, if our gut is off, our brain is going to be off. And since our brain is unstable, because our habits are so unstable, they're constantly having to sit here and correct the imbalances that we throw at our body, and it can't keep up. So now we're anxious. Now we're having panic attacks. Now we're sitting here in a depressed state. Because we do not understand our value. We do not understand how our body is designed to consume. We don't understand how to use food as fuel. We use it as something to fill and consistently and constantly fill. We overconsume with society in general. We overconsume with food. And we don't realize that overconsumption is literally leading us to our grave. And it's getting earlier and earlier. Because you look at these statistics and these stats that they tell us since 2020 of, going through all that pandemic, and they were telling us that all these young people are getting sick and these people are now suffering after they've gotten their hokey pokey, how all these young people are sitting here. They're sitting here having high blood pressure, all types of heart problems. And you look and you're wondering, like, how can somebody be in their teens and they're suffering from all these different things? How could they be suffering? And you don't realize the fact that you're teaching and these generations are being taught, because we're a generation that was taught to eat inflammation consistently and constantly every single day. And since we're sitting here constantly and consistently eating this inflammation, and we're adding on inflammatory hokey pokeys, we're adding on these inflammatory actions on top of the crap that we eat, not realizing that all of these different things they're telling you to give to these kids and yourself have literal parasites in them, heavy metals, things that are literally making you leave this earth earlier. And you don't understand, or you don't know how to release heavy metals. You don't know how to release parasites. And you're consistently and constantly putting them inside of your body, because if you eat meat, you are constantly eating parasites. If you eat dairy, you're constantly making your body inflamed. If you sit there and believe that your child needs to have a flu shot every single year, you're constantly putting them in inflamed states. If you constantly believe that you have to take Advil, Aleve, and all these different things in order for your body to not be in pain and to release the inflammation and to manage your inflammation, you are putting yourself in a fight state. Fight or flight states. You're making your body stress the hell out, and you don't realize that you're making your body stress the hell out because this is what you're told to do. But in reality, healing is possible, and you deserve to be healing. You deserve to know that you can release inflammation, and it's as simple as the food that you eat. You should know the fact that when you're sitting here taking medications, that herbs are literally used in medications. They add herbs with chemicals. So you're sitting there taking a prescription, worried about if an herb is going to hurt you or harm you. Thank you for the follow. You're sitting there taking your prescription, wondering if it's going to harm you. You're taking an herb, wondering if it's going to harm you, worried about this herb, worried about the fact that you don't know because they're not regulated by the FDA. But the FDA, these people that are over you, literally take the herbs, knowing the healing properties, and add chemicals with it. And excuse me, y'all. And they add these chemicals with it. And they add these chemicals to your prescription that you take religiously. Thanks for the follow. And you think that little herb is going to hurt you. But you don't even know the ingredients of the medications that you take. You sit there and these people over here, they honk for no reason. Absolutely no reason. You sit there and you don't even realize the fact that you're told to take a prescription. You're told to take insulin. I don't understand why they don't call. You're told to take insulin. And you don't even realize the fact that insulin has pork in it. All of these people that are living out here and they talk about how they don't eat pork and pork is not a part of their life, it's against their religion. You don't even realize the insulin they tell you to take has pork in it. Why does it have pork in it? Why does it have a meat substance in it anyway? Why do the medications that are supposed to be helping you have chemicals added with the herb, but they tell you that herbs are not regulated? It makes absolutely no sense. You know why? Because they don't want you to heal. You know why? They need you to keep coming back and being sick. You know why? They don't make any money. They won't make any money if you're healing. If you know how to help your body heal like I teach you, they won't make any money. If you understand how to get your body to release and reset on a normal basis, and you get the content that I give you, the information that I give you with the products and the services that I have, whether you work with me or you book a one-on-one or you sit there and you get one of my products or services, whether it's my ebooks, you learn how to heal and help your body heal. I have a cleansing and a detoxing ebook, for example. You get that. You learn that for the rest of your life. You keep that information for the rest of your life. And you use that every single time you get inflamed. You use that every time you need a heavy metal detox. You show your kids how to heavy metal detox. You show yourself how to healthily fast. You don't have to go back to the doctor. You don't have to keep going back to the doctor and wondering why you're inflamed. Wondering why you have led yourself to high blood pressure. Wondering why you have heart disease. But when they sit there and they constantly make you sick because they give you a prescription telling you this is going to help you, they give you a prescription and you sit there and believe them. So you take this prescription every single day and you sit there and you think that you're managing your high blood pressure, not realizing the fact that you're damaging your kidneys. So now here you are, you've been taking this prescription for 10 years. They keep upping your dosage because your body adjusts to it over a amount of time, because you're not supposed to be taking it every single day, because if it has an herb in it, the herb should not have to be used every single day because you're supposed to be healing. But you're not doing anything to heal. So now you have sat there and you have managed your high blood pressure with this prescription, but now you've developed kidney disease. So now you have to take your high blood pressure medicine and your kidney medicine. Now here you are, you have stage 4 kidney disease. You have to be on dialysis. You don't realize the fact that all it did was move the illness to another location inside of your body. It never helped you. It never supported you in healing, because they never told you they can help you heal. They told you you can manage. You're managing a disease in your life. You're managing a disease for the rest of your life. Why would you want to sit there and consume and take a prescription for the rest of your life? A chain reaction, exactly. It makes no sense. And we don't question it because we're not taught to question these things. We're taught to sit here and just do what they tell us to do. When in reality, we need to stop being mindless and be mindful. It's time for us to realize that we deserve to be healing. Our body is designed to be healing. And since we deserve that healing and our body is designed to heal, how are we going to do that for ourselves? How do we get to the space of healing? Because I did it for myself. I taught myself. I educated myself. I spent since 2020 sitting here doing research, learning, understanding what they're doing with GMOs, understanding how we literally were programmed with this milk campaign and all this marketing that they do with you sitting there watching your McDonald's commercial and now you're craving a Big Mac. Now you're sitting there like, I want a McDonald's Sprite because everybody calls McDonald's Sprite crack. Like, we're sitting here consuming all of this junk, not realizing that McDonald's, when you look at their ingredients on their menu, every single product in their menu has titanium dioxide in it. And titanium dioxide, if you do not know, and this is in my Purge the Poison ebook that is only $11. It's not even expensive. Titanium dioxide is a coloring agent. It colors your food. It stabilizes so it doesn't go rancid, which means it doesn't keep all the oils sitting at the top. And it also sits there and makes your body toxic and inflamed on the inside. So you're dyeing your insides with this one ingredient, which is in all of McDonald's food, as well as you're sitting there making yourself toxic and inflamed. Just because you want to go get a Big Mac. Just because you want to sit there and you want to eat your chicken nuggets. Not realizing you can make all that plant-based. I literally made Big Mac sauce the other day and I didn't even mean to. Like, I was sitting there trying to figure out what it tasted like. And I was like, this tastes like Mac sauce. That's crazy. Like, I'm so creative with the lifestyle that I live now because I understand how to support my body. I understand what I was doing to my body before. I realize that I don't deserve to be poisoned with the food that I'm eating, and my body deserves to be healing. I need to shift my lifestyle. So what did I do? I shifted my lifestyle. Yes, it took time. It didn't happen overnight, but it came with ease because I started to realize that if my body is not healing and it's not being supported, there's something wrong. There's an imbalance. There's a block. There's something off. And as I started to treat it like that, where if I'm feeling inflamed, there's something that I ate that made me inflamed. If I know that I'm sitting here anxious, there's something probably that I ate. What did I eat today? Did I overconsume? Did I not eat enough nutrients? As I started to ask the questions that I needed, I started to realize how unhealthy my habits were when it came to food. I started to develop a healthier relationship. I had boundaries with food because y'all don't have boundaries with food. Y'all mindlessly consume and eat just because that's the way that you're taught. You get in a bad mood. What are you taught? Go get some ice cream. You went into a breakup. Get some ice cream. You're sitting there struggling. You having a hard time. Go eat a bag of chips and sit there and eat the whole bag of chips. You're sitting there taught that you getting a piece of cake is not enough. Go eat another half. Go eat another slice. Because at the end of the day, if you're feeling bad, food should be used as something for you to cope. It's a coping mechanism. Not realizing that that's literally making you stress yourself out. That's keeping your body stressed. Using food as a healthy coping mechanism in your brain is stressing you out because it's not healthy. You're not dealing with the stress. You're holding it in. You're holding on to it. Thanks for the follow. And you don't realize that you're holding on to it. And since you're holding on to it, stress makes you inflamed because stress makes you sick. Just like how externally it ages you, it also internally ages you. Stress makes you sick and you don't realize that. But these people that are doing autopsies on bodies are telling you, because the studies are there, people are dying in their 30s and their 40s and they're not realizing or understanding why their internal organs, their internal organs are in their 60s and 70s. They're in their 30s and their organs are in their 60s. Why? Why are organs being preserved? Because they've done tests on different organs and they literally have preservatives in them that are preserving them. Because that's what it is. When you're eating things that have preservatives in them, you don't realize they do not get released on their own. They're not going to leave on their own. You have to do something to support them to leave. That looks like you knowing how to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, it's time for you to come work with me. It's time for you to understand how to do that for yourself. If you do not understand that your body is a healing mechanism and you don't understand how you could get to the space of your body healing, it's time for you to educate yourself. I can support you in doing that. It's all about you understanding your body's natural design and wanting that for yourself, because I wanted that for myself. That was the key. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to keep sitting there having to wear 2 new knee braces just to do bare minimum workouts, to do bare minimum anything. I'm sitting there loving to play sports, but being told I couldn't play in college because if I kept playing, I was going to have knee surgery by 22. And my goal in my life is to never have to go through a major surgery. I do not want to go through a major surgery, because it is literal. If you look at anybody who has gone through any major surgery of having to get cut open, once you get cut open once, you keep getting cut open for the rest of your life. I don't want that. I have people in my family that have literally gone through surgery mid to late times in their life. And now that they have gone through a surgery, they continuously have to get a surgery at least every 10 years of some sort, because that's what their doctor tells them they need to do. They've gotten their gallbladder removed, not realizing that your gallbladder is essential. Just because they tell you your gallbladder is not essential, that you don't have to live with a gallbladder, does not mean that it does not have a function that supports your body. Because you don't understand how detrimental it is until you take it out and you have all these health issues. When something is inside of your body, because we are all designed perfectly according to the Most High, because that's in His Word, we are designed as perfect as we need to be when we are put on this earth. Now, what happens after we are put inside of our parents because of past habits from our mother, our father, and generations above them that have been passed down? That's where disease comes from. Disease is not passed down hereditary. It's the habits that we have and the terrible actions that we take. So as you have those terrible actions and you bring a baby into this world, that's when all the issues start to happen. That's how babies are born with type 1 diabetes. That's how they're born with all these different ailments and issues that they have going on. It's not because they were born with it because the disease runs in your family. It's because terrible habits run in your family. They lie to you because it's all about the money. They lie to you because if you are not consciously aware of how much money they make off of you and where this Western medicine stems from, you will never understand how toxic that environment is, and you will never understand how much they are making off of you. Goodness, this little white stuff is coming out. You not understanding that. This family that has started this Western medicine has profited off of at least five generations, at least. They have set themselves up for generational wealth from them all the way down to lineages past or beyond our time. And it's all because we believe that holistic medicine is not the way to go, because we think that holistic medicine doesn't work, because we sit here and we believe the facade that there is no healing, that we believe that Western medicine trumps holistic healing. Yes, I understand when you have a serious dire emergency, you should go to the emergency room. Yes, I understand that if you have something going on inside of your body you can't figure out, you should go to the doctor. But what I do not understand is why you believe that getting diagnosed with something means you have to take a prescription for the rest of your life. What I don't understand is you being told that you have to take a surgery, you should take a surgery, means that you have to have the surgery. Because there are plenty of people sitting out here that are told that they have to take fibroid surgery, that are told that they have to take all these different surgeries to get a hysterectomy, get a partial hysterectomy, that they can't have kids, but they go the holistic route. And not only do they heal, these people are able to have children. They go the holistic route. These people heal themselves from cancer. They never sit there and tell you these things because they won't make money. Thanks for the follow. They never sit here and allow you to realize your body is a healing vessel. Your body is designed to heal. It's not that difficult to show your body to get back to its natural design of healing. It's not that difficult to retrain and reparent and reprogram your mind to get back to the space of how your body is supposed to actually crave food. They don't show you these things. They don't teach you these things. But if you want that for yourself, if you know that you deserve that, you want that reprogramming, you want that reparenting, I have not only a masterclass that will show you how to reprogram your mind to get to these positive habits that you need, but also shows you how to start transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. I have a bundle that is going on right now. If you book a one-on-one with me, and it's 18th of this month because it's July 1st, you book that one-on-one with me, You not only get the one-on-one that I give you strategies of how I got in the space of this lifestyle and supporting myself, but you also get my transition to a plant-based lifestyle strategy masterclass replay that you get for the rest of your life, that is going to show you what you need to do, why you need to do it, and then if you have any questions, you ask that in that one-on-one. So you're literally getting me free access right there, 30 to 45 minutes for yourself. As well as you also get my Purge the Poison ebook that is going to show you common toxic ingredients that I know that you have in your home right now that you're consuming. Common toxic ingredients that you need to release because they're throwing off your natural design. They're throwing off your hormonal imbalances. They're throwing you off and keeping you sick and keeping you going back and forth to that doctor, not knowing what's going on with your body. It's all about knowing now and changing your habits. Because you might have not known then, but now you are aware. And it's not too late. It's never too late. Because you can switch your lifestyle today and change your life completely. And I'm saying that as somebody who did it. I'm speaking as somebody who literally shifted my life completely and changed and realized how detrimental my habits were. And now looking back at what I was doing and knowing where I am now, yeah, I would have had to have that knee surgery. Yeah, not only that, but I probably would have diabetes by now. I had insulin. I had literally developed insulin resistance. I had all of the signs showing me I had insulin resistance. And I'm going back and forth to the doctor, telling her what I'm doing and telling her why I'm not supported and how in the world I can't lose weight. I can't do this. And she's telling me as long as I feel good, I will never be able to be down to the actual size that I need to be according to what they tell me, which is 140, because I'm 5'6". So they say you should be around 140, 145. Yes, I'm not that low, but here I am now, have lost over 40-something pounds, and I have kept it off for at least 2 years. I have not seen 190s since I started this lifestyle. I have not seen this correctly, because when I first was vegan, I was staying exactly where I was. But when I switched to plant-based and understood how vegan wasn't supporting me, I quickly went down to 180s. And I was like, whoa. Like, I literally sat there and was like, I don't want to be skinny now. Like, am I not supporting myself and being nourished? I was giving myself a full rainbow plate like you should be, giving myself all the nourishment that I needed. And I was losing weight gradually. Because at first, it was quick. That was my body transitioning and showing me, yes, you're doing what you need to do. Now here I am. I think last time I stepped on the scale, I was at 168. I think I was at 168. The smallest I've been in a long time. Feeling good. No knee pain. No back pain. No hip pain. Can do squats. I can run. I have been running. I have never been the person that could run without a knee brace. Literally running without a knee brace felt like before my knee was going to pop out. I can sprint 3 minutes straight. I'm trying to get up to 5. I've been sprinting for 3 minutes straight lately. Ugh, this white stuff, goodness. I've been sprinting for 3 minutes straight. No knee brace. No Aleve before. No heating my knee up or icing it after. No pain. Because I know how to support my body. Because I know what I'm doing to my body and how I should be consuming and mindfully consuming. But it's all about you wanting that for yourself. It's all about you wanting that shift. I wanted that for myself. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be supported. And since I wanted that for myself, I'm trying to make sure my nephew's not trying to come out here, because I'm at my nephew and my niece's house and he's looking at me in the window. And I feel like he's going to try to open the door. I think his mom told him not to come out here. But I want you to understand that it all starts with the actions that you take. It all starts with your mindset first, because your mindset leads you to the action. So if you have the mindset that I can't heal, there's no possible way this could work, you're not going to do the steps for it to work. You're not going to have the mindset for you to take the action for it to work. You're not going to want the healthier habits. You're not going to do the things that allow you to have healthier habits. But if you want that for yourself, if you want healing and you know it's possible, you just don't know how to get it, it starts with educating yourself. And I want to support you in doing that. You are most welcome. You are so welcome. I will always provide the information that I can, because, like, truly we don't understand our natural design, and we deserve to know our natural design. We deserve to be supporting our body. And so if you are at the space where you want the education, you want the strategies that I have that I know that can support you, come work with me. Whether it's you booking a one-on-one with me, which is a one-on-one Zoom session, or you buying a masterclass, buying that replay, whatever it is that looks like for you to be supported. Because I have something that is as low as $11 and something that goes all the way up to my highest paid program, because I have a 6-week program for the people that are ready for that. But that is tailored for the people who are ready to go plant-based and are determined. Those aren't for the people that are in and out, lukewarm. But if you know that you need to renew your mind and you need to reset, because you know how this world is shifting and you understand what is going on, I'm the one that can support you and help you in understanding, because I did this for myself already. The fly was on my foot. And I've done this for myself, and I will never go back to the lifestyle that I was living because of how much this has supported me. But it all starts with you wanting that for yourself. If you want the education, the information's out there. Go, feel free, search. I give you plenty of free content to inspire you to go educate yourself and to do research. But if you know that you don't have the time or the energy to put into educating yourself and doing all the research that I've been doing, and you want the easier solution, that's when you need to come work with me, because I have all the easy tips that are not only going to keep you in this lifestyle, show you how to make recipes for yourself so that you can stay in this and feel supported, but also showing you how to prep and prepare yourself so you're not overworking and overstressing, because I'm not overstressing this lifestyle. I'm not overworked when I don't want to cook. I have things that are prepped and planned ahead of time that are not inflammatory, that can support me in filling and fueling my stomach, as well as knowing that at the end of the day, I'm taking care of myself and knowing that I have my own self-love and support, because that's all it is. How much do you value yourself and love yourself? Are you going to keep doing the things that it's doing that's poisoning you and making you toxic and diseasing you? Or are you going to show yourself love and switch the habits that you have? Because if you're going to consistently and constantly consume any kind of way, you cannot say that you love yourself enough. Because you might say that you love yourself. You might love your appearance. You might love the way you dress yourself. But you don't love yourself enough internally to give yourself the nutrients that you need to support your body and not being diseased. To not lead yourself to cancer. That's not love. That's not love at all. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, I don't know what it was, but it touched me. Oh, I love being outside, but I don't like bugs. It came so close to me. I don't know what it was. Was it a fly? I hope it was a fly, not a bee or something. But we have to understand, all that being said, mindfully consuming is the only way for you to support your body in being healthy. Mindlessly consuming is the way to lead yourself to diseases, inflammation like we already have, wasting away and leaving this earth earlier than what we are designed to do. Thank you for the follow. That's what we are doing to ourselves, and we don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. I don't want that for you. I didn't want that for myself, so I switched my life. I healed. And so now I am here to support you, and knowing that you can heal and you deserve healing, and understanding how you can heal, because it's so easy. It's not a quick fix, but it's an easy process to establish and to step into if you have the right tools and the steps that I provide. And so all my links are in my socials. Like I said, I'm here to take questions now because I'm done. That was my live for today. I hope you enjoyed. I will take questions for a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. I appreciate all of you for all the likes, the 6K likes. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone that gave gifts today. What questions do you have for me before I hop off? I will answer them. And if I have any products or services that I can refer you to, I would definitely do that. And for anybody that does not know, all my past lives are posted on my YouTube. So I post every single live that I do on YouTube. So if you have missed any of my past lives, or you just love my free content and you want the long form, check that out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And if you are watching this later on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and like this. And you can leave any questions that you have down in the comments of the YouTube video, and I will respond to them. But for any people that are on TikTok right now that we are talking and chatting, please let me know, what questions do you have? If you have any questions about living a plant-based lifestyle, mindfully consuming, healthy habits, how I got into the lifestyle, any questions about the transition or the life that I've been living for almost 4 years now. I have been plant-based for almost 4 years. It's been a little over 3.5 years, going on 4. October will be my 4-year anniversary. I do not eat any seafood. When you are plant-based, it's the same thing as vegan, but vegan is not as deep in depth, because when you are vegan, you don't eat meat, you don't eat dairy, but they don't really care about additives and preservatives in their food. But so I live a plant-based lifestyle. I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy, and I don't eat additives or fillers. I understand how to read my labels. I avoid chemicals. So I live a more holistic lifestyle. I don't use any chemicals like bleach or anything like that in my environment, and I wash my clothes in natural products. Like, literally, I do not use any chemicals on my body. Body wash, I make my own. Face wash, I do buy from a brand. I absolutely love their brand just for that face wash alone, but I used to use another one of their pomades. I don't remember what the ingredients are, but I stopped using it because I think it had chemicals in it. But yeah, I literally I make my own body wash. I make my own mouthwash. I make my own toothpaste. Like, I literally make everything that I can at home, not because they don't have good products out there, but I feel more comfortable and safe making my own, because I can not only put it in my own glassware, but I also get more bang for my buck. Because a lot of people say that living this lifestyle is more expensive. That's not true. You just don't know how to live frugally. You're used to going and getting a 4 for $4 at McDonald's. I mean, at Wendy's, because that's a Wendy's. But you're used to go get a Big Mac deal or whatever, 4 for $4. You're used to going and getting a 5 for $5 deal, a $2, $1 menu. That's not going to be possible in this lifestyle. That's straight up. You're not going to be able to eat out every single week, every single day if you do that. You can, if you make the money to do that. By all means, do that. You're not going to be healthy. So I support you in understanding how to get the bang for your buck, one, but also support your body in delicious meals that you have to prep, so that you can prep, so that you have those go-to meals that you have when you don't want to cook. You have frozen food so you don't want to cook. I literally have black bean burgers in the freezer right now because I prepped enough black bean burgers that are full with proteins, iron, magnesium, literally. And I didn't say this live, and I try to say this every single live. Every single nutrient that you need can be provided with plants. Do not believe the facade that you have to have meats, you have to have dairy for you to get protein, for you to get calcium, for you to get all these vitamins and nutrients and minerals. That's a lie. And they can lie to you so that you keep consuming the way that you do, so you keep being sick. These food pyramids, these my plates, these things that we were taught to rely on as our healthy solution, alternative for us to know how to consume, are poisoning us. And you see that because why would you need to change the food pyramid if it was correct the first time? Why do we need to add a my plate if that's how we're supposed to be consuming according to the food pyramids? Why do you need to show me on a plate how much meat I need to eat and how many sides I need for meat and fruit and all these different things? Why are you telling me to eat dairy with 2 meals for my child? For instance, a child needs to eat dairy with 2 meals a day, and you provide it through the school system, but we all know that dairy causes inflammation inside of your body. We have to understand that they are poisoning us on purpose. I do not consume seafood of any kind. I do not consume any meat, any pork, any beef, any dairy, any chicken. None of those are going to support you. You saying that chicken is healthier, it's not true. It feeds diseases. Just like every other meat, it feeds a disease inside of your body. You're not going to be healthy eating any meat or any dairy. You can feel good, but you're not going to be healthy on the inside. You're not going to be supporting your organs the way that you need to. Especially with the meat that we have nowadays. Eating out is not going to support you. Eating at McDonald's and all these fast food places. I'm not saying you can never eat out again if you go plant-based. But you have to find the restaurants that are going to serve you local, real food. They're not going to serve you crap. They're not serving you soy. That's absolutely amazing that you're slowly transitioning to plant-based. And if you need any tips or any support or any solutions, any strategies, I can support you in doing that. If you just need to know what's going on with our food industry, I can support you in doing that. All my free content supports you in doing that. If you need the strategy of how to get to the space of being plant-based and staying in that space, maintaining that lifestyle, my products and my services are all linked in all my bios for my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube. They will support you in getting in the space of how I did it and the strategies that will keep you in that space. And you get all of the information. Everything that I give you is for you for a lifetime. I never take any of that information back. I don't gatekeep. I literally give you everything that you need. because there's no reason that we don't know how to take care of our bodies. You are absolutely welcome. There is no reason that we do not know how to support our bodies. As grown people, teaching younger people, showing kids how to live. We don't even we don't even know how to support ourselves. You said I know I need to be plant-based, working on getting my mind right. I feel so good without meats. You've been without meat. That is absolutely amazing. I applaud anybody that has first cut out meats, because that's what I did. I cut out meat first and then dairy. And so knowing that and getting in that space, because you know that you know that you need that for yourself. And I know that you need that for yourself. So how are we going to take action? Because it's time to take action. What are we going to do? How are we going to educate ourselves so that we stay in the space, so that we can reaffirm our mind, reassure our mind that this is the way that we need to go? Because that's what you have to do. You have to get the mental stability of knowing that this is supporting you first. That's how you get this flowing and growing and flourishing the way that it needs to. And I still have a masterclass that is posted that is past the dates, but I still have that posted, that if you want to tap into that masterclass, I will teach that masterclass for you specifically. If you are ready to get in that mind space and you want that mind support, that masterclass is going to support you. It's showing you how to flow energetically and it's living intentionally, flowing energetically. So it's going to show you how to do that for yourself. Hold on, it's telling me that I have to, it's trying to make me verify myself, y'all. Hold on one second. I'll read y'all's comments. You said, I haven't eaten meat since December. Cheese is the hardest thing to let go, but I'm trying. I do have my plant-based cheese sauce that is literally pinned to my page. You can check that out, and it shows you how to make the plant-based cheese that I make for myself, and that allowed me to literally support myself in understanding that I can release the hold that dairy had. It took some time to release dairy, but there are vegan cheeses. I do not eat them all the time because they do have corn meal. I think it's either corn, it's some corn product in it, and all corn is GMO. So I try to avoid eating it, but I do not sit there and punish myself if I do want some shredded cheese. Sometimes I want to make nachos, and I don't want to make it with the plant-based cheese sauce that I have. I just want the old nacho feel. You know what I mean? Heat it up. I don't heat it up in the microwave. I do it in the air fryer. But you know, when you used to heat it up in the microwave, you sprinkle your cheese on it and make some quick nachos. Sometimes you want those old meals that you used to enjoy because you go to what's familiar. And so I don't punish myself for doing that. But I know that I ate a corn product, so I'm not going to eat it anymore for a long time. I manage it, and I sit there and I do it in moderation, like society says that they do now, when they don't. I do juice. I just recently did a cleanse. I don't necessarily just focus on juice cleansing. I might do a watermelon fast or something like that, but I like to eat things. I don't just sit there and punish myself through this process. I like to eat. So I try, if I'm doing a fruit cleanse, for instance, I try to have things to drink and to eat because I love juices. And so if I'm without one, I feel like that's when I start to not want to do it. But it keeps me in the space if I have juice to drink and fruits to eat. So I do both. And so that's the things that I teach you with the strategies of how I support myself, because a lot of people are making themselves, they punish themselves through this. They're making themselves suffer through this when you don't have to. You don't have to suffer. I intermittent fast every single day, yes. And then sometimes I do, like for cleanses, for instance, when I did this last cleanse, I unintentionally fasted for 24 hours before I started my cleanse. And then the last day, I fasted for 24 hours. I did that intentionally. But the first day, I didn't even realize that I hadn't eaten. I was just doing and going. And I didn't drink water for about 20 hours. And then I fasted for the next 4. So it was like, wow, okay. Like I just made it 24 hours and didn't even intentionally do it. But that's because I intermittent fast every single day. So it was just easy to get in that space. You said I cut out meat and carbs and sugar, and losing so much weight, I can't afford to lose no more. Now, if you don't want to lose weight and you cut out meat and carbs, that's great, first of all. And processed sugar is absolutely amazing. But natural sugars are not going to harm you, as well as understanding how to get all the nutrients that you need is going to keep you gaining. I mean, not gaining, but maintaining or gaining weight. It depends what you want to do. That means that you're not supporting your body and getting the nutrients that you need. Because loss is okay if you need it. If you have excess fat and bloating, because I'm not saying I'm a skinny mini, but I don't, like my stomach, I'll wake up and my stomach is on flat because I don't have excess fat and bloating anymore. And I'm still the same healthy weight that I need to be so that I'm not skinny, because I don't want to be skinny. But I also want to be healthy. And so if you are in the space where you know that you're skinny and you want to be either maintaining what you have now or that you want to gain weight, it starts with you eating more nutrients, not because you need meats, not because you need carbs or processed sugar for you to gain weight, but knowing how to do that with plant-based foods, because that supports you in being healthy and gaining healthy weights, because that's the key. We want healthy weights. And so I can support you in doing that if you want that for yourself, because there are plenty of people that have contacted me talking about how they want to either gain or maintain what they have. And I do have a free group that's for women that if you want to join, that is showing you, like, we can just chat in there and talk. It's like a healthy weight management group kind of situation. It doesn't have to necessarily be weight, because it's a Discord channel. So there's different channels in that Discord that you can talk into. Like, there's a strategy one. There's a motivation, a mental support, different things like that. Like, just different things for the girlies. You said you're taking it by your day also. You said intermittent fasting. I love watermelon juice. I absolutely love watermelon juice. You said you do 16 to 8 every single day. That's great. That's absolutely amazing. You said fruit and veggies and juice smoothies. Is the normal. Yeah, it does. It really does. I don't drink a lot of smoothies. There's just one thing that I've never really gotten into is smoothies. I do enjoy a good smoothie, but it's just not something that's my go-to. So I bought a juicer, and I love juices. And I also make homemade applesauce because I love applesauce. And so I make different things like that. I just make the things that I used to crave and I love in a plant-based form. You said I juice and I'm also diabetic and stop the meds. That is absolutely amazing. Yes. And that's the one thing that they tell you that, when you're diabetic, because my grandma was diabetic, bless and rest her soul, she's so precious to me. She was telling me she can't eat that much she was like, I can't eat blueberries because they tell you to stay away from blueberries. They tell you, natural sugars are not good for you, but you don't realize or know, or they don't tell you about the fact that it's not the natural sugars that are going to harm you and that you need to stay away from. It's because your body has been so built up with unnatural sugar and you're not releasing that toxic processed sugar. So your body recognizes all sugar is bad. And so it's not the actual healthy sugar that's affecting you or causing the harm. It's because you're not releasing the processed sugar. Because they don't tell you that you need to release and reset. Because if you release and reset, your body's going to start rejecting the insulin resistance, basically. Your body's going to start to release and reset itself from the insulin resistance. And so you'll start to heal. And so they don't tell you that because they need you to keep taking your insulin. They want you to keep taking your insulin. They don't want you to realize that those natural fruits and those natural vegetables is how you get back to being healthy. Starting to introduce your body back to natural sugar is how you get back to understanding your body, understanding what processed sugar versus what your natural sugar is, and how natural sugar would truly support your body in the process. But it's all about you getting back to that space. And since you are somebody, and I'm going to tell you this is a little tidbit, since you have diabetes currently right now, and you are sitting there and you know that you have stopped your meds, my suggestion for you is to focus on vegetables only right now. Because fruits can harm you currently if you are not knowing how to release and reset in a plant-based form. So getting to the space of eating and cleansing with vegetables, that's going to support you the most in getting your body to release that processed sugar. Just a little tidbit. But if you have any more questions, because I'm going to hop off. I don't see any because we got something going, guys. We got something going today. I really enjoyed this live today. I'm glad that for everybody that was here to participate, thank you. Thank you for all the likes. We've made it to 7.5K. I really appreciate everything that you guys give me. I keep hearing bugs. I did hear a fly. I knew I heard a bug. Thanks for the follow. So I guess you guys don't have any more questions. If you have not followed me and you're in here, do not forget to follow me so that you can come back for the next live. I try to go live. My posting days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'd go live every single Friday unless I'm sick. Usually time of the month, but I'm dealing with that. That's one thing that I can say that has gotten so much better. But if I'm not feeling it into my time of the month, Friday would just not happen. But I usually go live every single Friday. I try to go live every single Monday. And then it depends between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are iffy days. If you want to know when I'm going to go live or you want any tips or information for the free ski, I suggest you get on my email list for sure. Because if they take our TikTok away, that will be my main communication to let you know when I'm going live, of where I'm going live and where I'm posting. So if you're not on my email list, I also have been, so you've been missing out. I have been sending out free plant-based meals all year long, and you have been missing out because you have not been on my email list. So that's just letting you know. You've not been on my email list, you've been missing out on a lot of information for the free ski. So I'm not seeing any more questions. So I'm going to hop off of here, and I'm going to go spend time with my family, because I've been spending time with my family since last week, and I've just been enjoying. But I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the follows today. Thank you for the follows. And I hope that this has helped you and has supported you. And this will be posted on my YouTube if you did not catch the full live and you want to catch the full live, as well as all of my past lives, strategies that I've come out with. You are so welcome. So I hope that you have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. Have a blessed rest of your day. Enjoy. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy. Thank you for all the thank yous. I truly appreciate you guys. You make me feel good being here and supporting me. And enjoy.